Hi, my name is Dmitry Kornilov, and it's JSON support in a Java Enterprise Edition 8 coding session. We will start with a little bit of legal stuff. This is safe harbor statement, which basically says that what I'm going to talk today, what I'm going to demonstrate, could be not a part of the final product, so you shouldn't make critical business decisions based on that. Now a little bit about myself. I don't have a capturing software which supports picture-in-picture, so I can't make it the way as others do in there. The corner of the screen, you see my picture, my video talking. So I just put my photo here. This is how I look like. I'm from Oracle. I am a JSON binding and JSON processing spec lead. Last year I was awarded as an outstanding spec lead, which I'm very proud of. I'm also open source enthusiast and Eclipse Link project committer. Enough introduction. Let's actually start coding. And this session is organized the way that I created a project template which is using JSON processing and JSON binding. I will demonstrate live how to use some JSON processing and JSON binding features from very easy, from very simple ones to some advanced ones. And I will also demonstrate how to use JSON processing and JSON binding together. The result of that I will put into this repository, right? Maybe I will clean it up a bit, maybe I'll put some comments there to make it nicer before putting it there. So don't expect that it's exactly the same as you will see today, but it will be the same from the functionality point of view. So this is how my project looks like. You see that this is a Maven project. It has only 3 classes here, and 2 of them are model classes. I will touch them when I will talk about JSON binding. This is a console application. I already pre-filled some of the UI things here, so we won't lose time coding it. So when you run it, it will show this text, and you select the number, you actually type the number, which demo you want to run. And the demos are listed here, so I have 8 things to demonstrate. We'll start with JSON processor, and after that we will go to JSON binding, right? When actually you select the demo, it runs the corresponding method, right? You see the methods here. And currently these methods are empty, so not all of them are empty. This is not empty, but as you see, this is just data preparation, nothing else, right? I will add code to these methods, online during this session. What else? Resources, which is what the JSON documents I'm going to use for my samples. And important, I suppose, is this. This is POM.xml Maven file, which is also very simple. Let's just go through this quickly. Dependencies. I have only 4 dependencies. And these are JSON Processing API, this. I'm using Milestone 1 version. JSON Processing RI is this. And the same for JSON Binding API and RI, which is JSON. And in order to add JSON here, I had to add this repository here because JSON uses Eclipse Foundation repositories. It has its own release repository, which is this, right? Build section is also very simple. There are only 3 plugins: compiler with 1.8 target and source, assembly plugin, and exec plugin, because I want to run my application from a console, from Maven. Let's just take a look how it looks like if I compile clean install and exec Java. So basically I'm building the project and running it. We'll see, maybe it won't build at all. First time it usually takes time. Oh no, it was relatively quick. So you see this UI, right? And you select the demo you want to start, and nothing happens because these methods are empty at the moment. So I need to queue to quit, right? Okay, now let's open our demo and start coding something. JSON parser demo. Demonstrate parsing of JSON document. So what's all about? I will show how to open JSON document, how to use JSON parser, and the task is to list all the parsing events and the corresponding keys and values. And after that, I'll demonstrate how to skip some part of your document if it's big. JSON's JSON, so this is the document I'm going to use for that. So as you see, this is a JSON document. It's a list, and it's a list of 3 JSONs. JSON born super agent. It has some phone numbers, so you can phone him if you want. Another one is JSON Voorhees. Remember, Friday is the 13th, so he's a maniac killer. He also has some phone numbers. I'm not recommending giving him a call for. And the last one is Jason from the ancient Greece. He's the lead of Argonauts, if you remember what's that, right? He doesn't have any phone numbers because that time phones didn't exist, right? Anyway, okay, so let's just open this document and the parser parse it. Parser works the way that it just goes through the document, and when it meets some JSON related field or token or whatever, it erases the event, right? So let's just create a parser. JSON parser, I need to import it, equals to JSON.create parser. So JSON-P has this JSON class, right? Let's just see what it has. It has methods to create everything, factory methods, right? It has some builders, patch, generator, blah, 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 a lot of things, right? So when you need to create, you always know that you need to create it from JSON class. So it's very simple. Create parser, and we need to pass the input stream to this parser like this. Get resources stream, and we are going to read our JSON's JSON document. Okay, so we have a parser. Now we need to parse the document. How to do it? We need to have a cycle which cycles until parser has next event. Looks very similar to if you were working with files, basically a similar way. So now we need to get the event itself, and we use parser next method, which returns the event. So event e, right? Oh, sorry, like this. And now we'll just print out name of the event. And let's run it and see how it works. Compile it. Slow. Yep, got it. Running number 1 demo, and you see all the events are here. If we open our JSON's document, you see that when parser reached first token, it start array event raised, and after that goes start object, which is here, and after that goes key, which is name, and after that value string with JSON born, blah 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 blah. And when it reaches the end of the array or the end of object, it has an end object and array events, right? So this way it parses all the document. So what are we going to do now? We are going to, when it reaches the key, we will just print out the name of the key. When it reaches the value, it just prints out, we will print out the value. Let's do that. Close it, jump to the demo. Okay, so in this case, we need to distinguish the events, right? So when the event is key name or the event is value string, we'll print this value. If some other events, we'll just keep them, right? So in order to do it, we just add a switch statement here. Switch, switch event, right? And in case it's key name or in case it's value string, we will just print out the value. Parser get string. So this parser get string returns actually the value from your JSON document. To make it a bit nicer, we need to remove print line here, make it just print, and make it like this. And okay, let's do it this way. We need to line break at the end. Does it look good? I think so. Let's just check it. Okay, I forgot to quit. Quit and compile it again. My computer is roaring now. When I'm starting compiling, it just goes like that. Hopefully you won't hear this, but I hear that. Okay, it's done. And you see that if it's key name, value string JSON board, blah, 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 it looks great. Okay. So I assume that the first two tasks are completed, but we still have a third one. Imagine that this phone numbers array is huge. JSON board, he is a super agent. He works in different countries. I suppose that in each country he has a phone number, maybe many phone numbers. Maybe he changes phone numbers every day, you know, super agent. So this phone numbers array can be huge. And we don't want to parse it. We want to skip it, right? So how to do it? It's very easy because JSON-P version 1.1 has methods which allows you to skip arrays and skip objects. Basically, when you inside, immediately go to the end of it, right? So it means that in case we are in the array, we need to skip it. Parser skip array, right? But now, if I keep it like that, it won't work. Because the document itself is a list, it's an array, right? So start array is our first element, so it will just don't do anything. We need to only skip phone numbers array. In order to do that, I will introduce a string where we'll hold the current key we're in. So I'll slightly modify our sample that in case we meet the key, we just put it into our variable. Okay, I still need to print it, right? Still need to print it, and I need break here, right? And if this key equals phone numbers, I need to skip array and break, right? So does it look good? Yeah, I think it's okay. So let's just run it and check. I forgot to quit again. Check that it works. I have a feeling that compilation is slower and slower because we're adding the code there. Maybe it's subjective. Okay, number one. Okay, it seems like working. So you see that we have start array, and after that we are jumping to end object immediately, right? So we don't have phone numbers here. Oh, we have a key for numbers, but what's inside is skipped. So this is actually exactly what we wanted. So huge phone numbers array, we just skipped it. Okay. So we finished with the first demo. Let's jump to another one, a JSON generator demo. And here we will generate a document similar to JSON in the code. Sometimes you need to generate JSON in the code. To do it, JSON-P has a class called JSON generator. Let's just create it. I call it Jan, right? Then again, if I need to create something, I need to go to JSON class, right? Create generator method it has. And here we need to pass where actually we want to generate it, writer or output stream, and we will use system out for this purpose. Okay, so we created the generator. Now let's start generate. And first element is basically, we have a list of JSONs, right? So first element is a start array, right? Start array. Right? And after that, we are going to put the first JSON object there. I mean, JSON born here, object containing JSON born here. So we need to write start object. Right? You see that the generator has a nice builder interface, which is very easy to use. So after that, we need to write our first property, right? And the key is name, and the value is JSON born, and is JSON born, like that. And the second property is profession, if I remember well. Profession, and his profession is super agent, right? And after that goes array with phone numbers. So we need to write start array, and now we need to actually pass a key here, right? Phone numbers. Great. And inside there again we need to write start object. And in that object, we have two properties. First of all is type of phone number, so it's home. And actually the number itself, so write number. And if I remember well, number is like that. It's not because I am phoning him a lot, just because number is very simple. And this is the end of the object. So we need to write the end of the object, write end. JSON-P has one method, write end, to end everything. So it's used for the end of an object and for the end of array. So we are closing the object. Now we are closing this array. Now we are closing our JSON born object. And here we are closing our array. And what also we have to do, we have to flush it. And it looks like that's it. Let's just start it and see how it works. I'm forgetting to quit all the time. So let's compile it. It's supposed to produce like the first part of our JSON document I used in the first sample. Let's take a look here, and here it is. Array, first object, JSON born, super agent, phone numbers, blah, 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 blah. So it works. Great. So now we can go to the third sample, and third sample is streaming API, right? So in JSON-P 1.1, we added support for Java 8 streaming API. So we can actually read the JSON object and using streaming API to do something with that. And for this sample, I will use another JSON document I prepared, and this is a list of, like a shopping cart. And here I have, again, this is a list, and it has 3 objects there. So it's what I'm buying. I'm buying motherboard for $100. I'm buying a video card for $500. So this is a nice one. It's supposed to be like 1080 GeForce or something like that. And I'm buying a PC case, which is quite cheap, for $100. I'm not sure that I'll be able to assemble a nice PC from that, but anyway, this is just a demonstration, right? And our what are we going to do? We are going to use streaming API to get the total of the cart, right? how to do it? First of all, we need to read the JSON document, and we will use JSON reader for that. JSON reader equals to, again, JSON create reader, and we are going to create reader from our cart document, cart JSON, right? Okay. Now we need to read everything to JSON array because it's array. JSON array. No, actually do it the other way around. So because I need to demonstrate streaming API. So let's just use here. Reader, we need to read array, right? Like that. And that read array, it has a method called stream. So get array stream. So now we can use our streaming API, right? So we don't need to collect, right? Why it suggests me to collect? Because we actually need a map, right? We need to map and not map. We need to map to double because double the price is double, right? Now we put a simple lambda here, which actually extracts the price from our object there. And lambda will look something like this. We need to get the object as JSON object, right? So it means we got our JSON object, which has a name and price here, right? And we need to get a number value for the property. I think the property is price, if I remember well. Let's just check quickly. Yeah, name and price. Okay. Back. Price, and we need to get a double value of that. So it's as easy as that. And after that, we just need to summarize all of this. That's it. And to print it out, I just do I just put it to a variable, and I print out this variable here. Let's just run it and see does it work or not. And the total amount will be supposed to be $700, if I remember well. This, yeah, 700. So look, it works. So, and this is how to use Java 8 streaming API with JSON processing. Okay, now we are jumping to the interesting bit, which is JSON Pointer. This is a feature of JSON P1.1, and this is one of the most requested features. And here I will demonstrate how to create JSON Pointer and how to print out its value. Right. First of all, let's create a pointer. Let's use our JSON's document and create a pointer to a profession of the first JSON born, right? It will look like, first of all, we need to create a JSON pointer. Again, P JSON create pointer, right? And inside the pointer, we need to put a string, which is something like XPath inside the JSON document. So we always start with the root, and because it's array, we need to get the first element of the array, which is 0. And after that, we are getting a profession property. Here it is. It's very simple. Now we need to apply this pointer to some JSON document to extract this value from there. So basically, we need to read our JSONs. You can copy it from here. Yeah. So we are reading our JSONs document. And let's just create an array, JSON array, JSONs I need to import it from the reader array. So we have JSON's array now, and now we can apply this pointer to the document, right? So it works the way that pointer, and it has get value method, right? And we pass our JSONs here, right? And it's supposed to get the value corresponding to that pointer from there. So it's JSON value profession, and print it out. Profession to string. Let's see what we will have. Compiling. Yep. And this is number 4. And it doesn't work, right? And it says non-existing name value pair in the object, blah, 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 key profession. I made a mistake somewhere here. Profession. Yeah, it looks okay, but here is the wrong document because I copy-pasted here. It's supposed to be JSONs, right? And I put a cart there, right? Sorry about that. So let's just try it again. Okay, I hope now it works. And it does. So profession of JSON-born super agent, right? So just to confirm that it works, let's just change it to this, and it should display a profession of the second JSON, right? Let's just run it, and it's supposed to be maniac killer, is it? Yeah, maniac killer. So this is how JSON Pointer works. Okay, so finish to JSON Pointer, and the next one is JSON Patch, right? What is JSON Patch? JSON Patch is basically the ability to patch your JSON document, basically change them or add something there or remove things from there. It's similar, you are working with source code repositories, with Git, for instance, right? So you have your source file, and you create a patch, you change something, you create a patch, and after that you apply the patch to that source document to produce a new one, right? This is the same way in JSON-P, right? And in this demo, we'll take out JSON's document, and we will create a patch which has multiple things there, and it will remove the last JSON from there. We don't need him, right? And it will replace professions of the first 2 JSONs, right? So in order to do it, let's just read the JSON's document like this. I copy paste it here, and hopefully it will be right this time. JSON's JSON, and we have JSON's JSON array here. Now let's create JSON Patch. JSON Patch, right? JSON Patch. We use JSON class to create patch again, but we're going to use create patch builder here, right? Because we're going to build the patch, right? So create patch builder, and the first thing we are going to do, we are going to remove. And we are going to remove the last JSON, which is deleted Argonauts. We don't need him here. And as a parameter, we supply the pointer to the object we want to remove. And he is number 3 in the list, so it's like that, right? The second operation is going to be replace. And we are going to replace the profession of our first JSON, which is JSON born, and replace it with maniac killer. So he will become a maniac killer, which is maybe right, because he's a super agent, he's killing a lot of people, so he's sort of a maniac killer, right? And we don't want to have too many killers in our list, so we will replace the profession of Jason Voorhees to super agent. And it could be true as well, because in the movies it never said that he is not super agent, so maybe he is actually a super agent doing some very complicated task or whatever. Anyway, so it looks like this. Okay, it shows red because I forgot to build, right? Now it looks okay. And now we need to apply this patch to something, right? Basically, the similar pattern we are using here, right? Patch, apply, and we applied it to our JSONs list, right? Like that. It will produce a new JSON array, the result, right? And we need to print out this result to see that it's okay. Result to string, right? It looks okay, so let's just run it and see how it works. Okay, and this is demo number 5. Okay. So what we have here? We have here JSON born, and here is a maniac killer. It works. And we have Jason Voorhees, and he's a super agent. Great. And we don't have Jason who is Argonaut. So it seems working. So this is how to use JSON Patch. And it looks like we finished with JSON processing demos, and now we'll jump into JSON binding demo, right? And what is JSON binding? JSON binding is a framework which allows you to bind the JSON to Java object and vice versa. So basically serialized and deserialized Java objects to and from JSON documents. And this is the first sample where I actually have some pre-filled some things, right? And what is that? I just created the model classes for our JSONs, right? So person class, which has a name and profession and the list of phone numbers, and phone number is this. It has a type, it has number, and what I did here, I just pre-filled. I created the JSONs list, basically the same as here, right? But in Java. Okay, so assume that these JSONs contains the same data as our JSON document, right? And here I will demonstrate how to serialize this into JSON and some customizations like formatting, JSON, changing property names, changing the null fields behavior, this kind of stuff. But we'll start with, we need to actually create the JSON binding engine, JSON binding instance first, right? And as in JSON-P, the main project is JSON, in JSON-B, the main project is JSON-B, right? But it's created slightly different way. So JSON-B equals to, I need to import JSON-B builder, create. It just creates JSON-B engine with default settings. And we designed JSON-B with the default settings suitable for everything. So this is the standard way of creating JSON. And after that, we need to serialize our JSONs list, and it can be done like this: JSON-B to JSON, and we are passing our JSONs list here, and that's it. Look, just 2 lines of code, and we need to print it out like that. And now let's see how it works, if it works. Let's just run it. Okay, and this is number 6 demo. Yeah, it produced the JSON document, which looks absolutely the same as our JSON's JSON. But it's not formatted, right? So I can't read it properly. Let's just add some customizations here, which produces the formatted output, right? In order to do it, we need to create JSON-B configuration, which is stored in JSON-B config object. So all configuration is there. So we're creating a new JSON-B configuration, right? And so this is what we can configure. Look, many things: property order, strategy, encoding, locale, adapters, blah blah blah, many things here. But we will use this one for now with formatting true. Okay. Now we need to pass this configuration to JSON Builder to create customized JSON-B engine. It can be done like this. Look, it's very easy. And if we run it, it's supposed to produce nicely formatted JSON. Let's take a look. Okay, and this is number 6. Yeah. So this is how our JSON looks like. Looks, it's nicely formatted. Okay. Now let's see what if we want to change the property name. It's phone numbers, but it's too long. We would like that it is fonts in the produced JSON document. How to do it? Of course, we can change the property here, right? But this is not nice. Much better way is using JSON-B property annotation, which allows us to change the property name to fonts, right? And if we run our sample now, these phone numbers should be replaced with fonts. Let's just take a look. Let's compile and compile. I hope that if it compiles immediately, I had time to add another demo to my demonstration, but I can't do it. Okay, so look, it changed to fonts now, right? And the thing is that you can put this annotation not only to the field itself, you actually put it into getter. Like get phone numbers. If you put it here, it will produce the same result. If you want to check it, let's just run it again. So this property can be on getter, can be on the field itself, it can be on setter. If you put it on setter, we will expect that we will read from the property on this, which is supplied in the annotation. So you can actually read from one property and write to another one. I don't know, do we need this use case, but it's allowed. So see fonts here, right? So we can put it on the getter. Okay. Another thing I want to demonstrate here, if you look at that document, that's a JSON. He doesn't have any phone numbers, so fonts property is not there at all because it's null. And by default, JSON-B just skipping null properties. But what if you actually want to have it there, right? So you read it from other application that expects it to be null, right? This is easy to change. We just put JSON-B nullable annotation on the class. So all properties which are null in the class now supposed to appear in the resulting JSON document. Let's just take a look. I keep forgetting to quit. Yeah. Oops. You see that it has fonts which is null now, right? So there are some more annotations, right? For customization, JSON-B creator and blah blah blah. It's out of scope of. I'll just remove it of my demonstration now. Maybe I'll do another demonstration to demonstrate all other customizations, but not today. So I assume that we finished with serialization. And let's jump to another demo and JSON-B deserialization demo. Okay, so this is the nice thing. What we are going to do here. We are going to use JSON processor and JSON reader together. And by the way, I think I didn't mention that, but JSON binding is using JSON processing in behind. Right? So, well, anyway, let's jump to what I'm going to do. I'm going to read our JSON's document using JSON processor. I'm going to use JSON Pointer to get the first JSON, or let's use second JSON. Let's get second JSON using JSON Pointer. And after that, I'm going to deserialize it, bind it to our person object here. Right? Okay, so again, I will just copy paste this bit, right? Which is getting, which is creating a reader and reading everything to JSON array. And now we need to create. I think we had it in the demo here, creating a JSON pointer. I will copy paste it here. But instead of profession, I will get whole of the object. So this is a pointer to the second JSON Voorhees, right? Okay, so now we need to change this because it's not profession. Let's call it Voorhees, right? So this is JSON value of that. Actually, I think we can get. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. So we've got our Voorhees now. Now let's bind it to our person object. So we need to create a JSON-B, which is JSON-B builder create, right? And now we need to do person equals JSON-B from JSON in this case, right? And we need to get our JSON here, which is Voorhees to string. And we need to actually, for deserialization, we need to pass a type, a target type here. This is person.class, right? So this is our JSON Voorhees. To check that it works, let's just print it out. Person. I'm not sure that it has a toString method. Oh, okay, it doesn't have it, so we can just quickly add it like this, right? Like this, okay? And let's run it. Quit first and run it. okay, so this is number 6. Okay, wrong demo. So it's actually number 7 here. Okay, and you see that it's actually fine. It actually works. So we deserialized. So it doesn't print anything here, but this is supposed to be by design. So the phone numbers are there. So what we've done just now. Again, we just use JSON Parser to read JSON document, we use JSON Pointer to extract some bit of that, and we use JSON binding to bind this data to our Java object here. Okay, and now it looks like we have our last demo. Which is deserialization with generics. Again, what we're going to use here, we are going to use our favorite JSON's document. And this time we are going to deserialize it into a list of persons, so into generic list, right? Okay, let's do it. First of all, we need to create a JSON-B engine, JSON-B, using JSON-B builder, JSON-B builder, create, right? Here comes, okay, let's just do it this way. We need to deserialize our JSON file to a list of person. List of person JSONs. Supposed to be JSON-B from JSON. And we need to pass our stream here. So let's just do it as I usually do. JSON's JSON, right? And we need to pass a type of where we're deserializing to here. It was very easy for the normal type, like this, but for generic type is a little bit different because it's generic type, and you know, this generic information usually is lost when we are passing it to like this way, right? So in order to do it properly, what we have to do it this way. We have to, it doesn't know what the type is, okay. Oh. Yeah. Type. We have to actually create array list of person. So basically instantiate the thing, right? And after that, get its generic superclass. Like this. Like this. And we need to pass it here. And in this case, it will properly work, right? To check it, let's just print out. Let's put it this way: the first name, the name of the first JSON. Get the first element, and it's supposed to be JSONs, and get name, right? Let's just run it to see that it works. Yeah, compilation is okay. So it's number 8 demo JSON board. So it worked. To check it, let's just print out the name of a second JSON. It's supposed to print out JSON Voorhees here. Okay, so number 8, JSON Voorhees. Okay. Oh, sorry. So it looks like we've done everything what's planned. So as I said, I will upload this demonstration to this source code repository, so you can reference it anytime. And thanks for watching it. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, you always can go to our website, which is JSON-B.net, and it contains everything about JSON binding. It has references to RI, reference to implementation, some getting started guides, and so on. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and see you later. Bye bye.